So our brisket's had about an hour to rest. We've got it unwrapped. We're ready to carve it up, see what we got. Let's check it out. We've let our brisket sit for about an hour, wrapped up. We've unwrapped it. We've got it on the board here. We're going to carve into it in a second. But before we do that, I'll talk just for a sec about the knife that I have to do it. It's called a slicer. It makes your life quite a bit easier for cutting larger cuts of meat like brisket and roasts and so on. This gives you a nice long blade to work with, and you'll get those really consistent slices that you want with brisket. So here we go. Let's see. You can see the nice smoke ring that's developed on the outside of our brisket. That's a sign that we've got really good smoky flavor, but like I mentioned when we were outside, sometimes you get a great smoke ring, you may not get spectacular smoke flavor. We used wood chips, so we're covered on that one, but the other side of the same coin is sometimes you get really great smoky flavor, but you don't necessarily have the smoke ring forming on your brisket either. So, something to consider. Either way, looks delicious. Let's try it. Now that our brisket's plated, you can pair that up with some traditional barbecue sides, cornbread, baked beans, potato salad, vegetables if you're so inclined. Another way to present the brisket with the same barbecue sides is to make a sandwich of it. So let's do that quickly. Got a couple of pieces of nice thick bread here. As some may say, the cheaper the better when it comes to barbecue. Cheap white bread is going to suck up any barbecue sauce and juices, that flavor that you want to hang in there with. It's a great way to do it. So here goes. We'll put a couple of slices on the sandwich. Get a bit of sauce on there, and it's about lunchtime. Doesn't have to be pretty, guys. The flavor is going to be just spectacular, though. Some of these little bits on here. And depending on your preference, some people may actually really like this bark that's formed on the outside of the brisket from the cooking process. Other people may find the smoky flavor too strong, but the full slices of brisket give you great flavor. Beef and smoke all together. So great option there. We'll get a little bit of sauce on it. So we have our Broil King Smokin' Southwest barbecue sauce. Good barbecue sauce to go with brisket. It gives you those strong, spicy flavors. Pairs really well with beef. Works well for chicken and pork too. But the nice thing about brisket, you have that strong flavor, and you can always add spice to it. You can add heat to it as you go. So we'll just give it a little coating with our squeeze bottle here. Great way to dress up sandwiches. Don't overkill. Don't overdo it with the sauce, but it enhances the flavors too. So there we go. That is our brisket sandwich. The remarkable thing about great barbecue brisket is you always have an abundance of friends around that are willing to sample it. We're in a studio, so it's a little bit tight right now, but hopefully we can get some willing volunteers here. Guys, anybody? Yeah, careful. Yep.
Oh my God, I'm frozen.
In Texas, you don't even get bread. You just get butcher paper with a slab of meat on it.
Have you been to Texas?
I want to go. Cute.